In this video, I'd like to demonstrate the very first project I've embarked upon. This is by recreating the game Pong, developed by Atari back in 1972. The motivation behind this project was to explore the fundamentals of programming during my early stages of learning. The first software language I came to learn was called processing, and despite the many trials and struggles of grasping the concepts, in the beginning, I sought to learn programming in a much more enjoyable manner, which in my opinion is by embarking on building personal projects such as this one. I started around 2020 and I stumbled upon an example in processing where a ball just bounces around the screen. This sparked my motivation to recreate the game Pong using processing. However, after some months, I had the core concepts of the game implemented, with two paddles that can be controlled by key presses and the ball bouncing within its constrained boundaries, and even some additional features, such as a power-up called Slam Ball. However, it was nowhere near perfect yet. Some work was needed to be done, so I created a to-do list. Unfortunately, after some time, I decided that the codebase was good enough from a beginner software perspective, but this will come to haunt me in the later years when I've gained a little more experience in programming. So I set this project aside for now in pursuing other projects that suited my interests. However, until recently, at the end of 2024, I realized that I had to finish this project as it was my first because it did not sit right with me to have unfinished projects. The first thing I noticed was like the code was written so poorly, it was very disorganized. So I made a major cleanup to the source code, and then only until I was satisfied with the current state of the code, I then move on to fixing some bugs and adding features such as the start menu and the user specifications. And it turned out that this project was not a small feat. Despite the efforts to complete the project, there are still lots of work needed, and I learned that in software, persistence and motivation is key. For any given project, there are always ways to improve, to add, to change, and that is only limited by one's own motivation and determination. So this video is just a quick demonstration of the progress um, so far on the game, showcasing the very first software project I embarked upon. So in here, I will show the actually I will send a link to the repository of the code in the description, but some key organization to the code I guess is that I place like the different elements of the game in their own separate classes. It's more organized this way, and you can see that by having a ball class and a paddle, which are key elements of the game. However, there's also a main script here called Pong. This is where the application starts, and it initializes all the objects involved in the game. But moreover to the actual demonstration, when I run the application, it shows the start menu with two buttons. So help when you hover over it, it just shows the instructions to play the game. Otherwise, like starting the game will show additional options for more specifications. So I can increase the maximum number of decrease, I mean, or increase the maximum number of points to win. By default, it's 5. Um, Also, there's two modes, one player, two players. So with two players, usually two people are playing the game, but there's more to that in the instructions. But sticking to one player for now, you can set 3 levels of difficulty: easy, normal, hard. So usually, I mean, harder difficulties means that the ball is faster and the paddles are slower, and the AI is a bit more, it's less prone to making mistakes. So let's just stick to normal for now. At first start, pressing G starts the game. However, you can press Q to return back to the main menu. So if I press G, just start the game. The left is me, the red paddle. Yeah, I don't want to prolong this video, so I'm just gonna let the AI win for now. Um, well, this one's not moving anymore. So as you can see, there's still some um lots to do here. To some fixes needed. It's not perfect yet, but as with any project, there's always progress. Okay, so when the game ends, the user is either prompted to press R to restart the game or Q to return to the main menu, but um, those are the only two options. So pressing Q re returns back to the main. Um, it's a simple game, nothing really special about it, but this just shows the amount of effort needed, at least to build an application and the um, of what that process looks like. But I hope this demonstration um, has been inspiring to you and helpful at least in your programming journey. And let me know if you want to collaborate or you want to work on this project as well. I will share the source code. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time.